Persian Cat Corner. Just wanted to record a video for you today and discuss the different types of automatic litter boxes that are out there on the market at the moment. So as I'm filming this, is the end of 2021 going into 2022. I do get asked quite a lot of readers of the blog, is the Little Robot still the best automatic litter box? So I thought I'd shoot a video and just run through and have a look at the different options out there. So when I was doing my research for this video, I broke it down, and there is only three real sort of competitors to two competitors to the Little Robot. Three viable options in my opinion if you're looking to buy an automatic litter box in 2022. So I've just put together a little bit of a document here with some pros and cons, and then we'll jump over to the manufacturer's site and just have a look through. So there's a recent newcomer to the market called Leo's Loo. So this is an image of the actual litter box, and I'll jump onto the site for that there. So the Leo's Loo, it's by a company called Smartipair. So I'd never heard of them prior to looking into this. So, I mean, first and foremost, looking at it just looks like a clone of a litter robot, and that is in essence what it is. It's just a Chinese version of a litter robot. There's probably some points that it's slightly better than the Little Robot at, and then others where I think it falls a little bit short, so I'll just run through that now. So it's quite a bit smaller than the Little Robot, so it's a lot more compact. It's got 8.5 inch entrance there, which personally I think is too small. And instead of having like an oval entrance as you get with a Little Robot, they've gone for the circular entrance, which again, there's a reason why it's an oval shape on the Little Robot. Obviously, for the ease of your cat getting in or out. And I think just looking at this and from reading a lot of the reviews online, it's probably okay for smaller cats, but I do think a large cat like a large Maine Coon or a Norwegian Forest or any other big sort of cat, domestic cat, would struggle to use it, or there'd certainly be limited space. So that's one of my observations as well. Apparently it's fairly quiet. So one of the pros that I run through is 40 decibels. As we can see here, there's a fact sheet somewhere where it gives you a breakdown of everything. Here we are. So this is the Leo's Loo, so it's 40 decibel sound. So that's one of the problems with the litter robot. It is fairly noisy. I have commented on this in other videos. Although the Litter Robot Connect does seem to be a little bit better in terms of noise. Certainly the one I've got to the other one that I had seemed to be slightly quieter, but it's still a little bit on the noisy side, in all honesty. So anything with improved sound, that's obviously going to be a quieter motor is going to be more beneficial. And then you've got like I say, it is basically just, when I've looked through this, it's just they've taken a litter robot and they've essentially done what a lot of Chinese manufacturers do and just cloned it. So you can see even the drum looks, it's on a similar sort of gate as such, where it kind of runs round. It's got a similar sort of lid, the drawer, which is all well and good if you're going to try and sell a product a lot cheaper. So if they was going to clone the Little Robot and sell it at half the price, then I could kind of see where they're going with it. But they're $400, an awful lot of money. It's nearly, the Little Robot's more sort of $499, $500 plus for the Connect version, but $400 is a lot of money. They've got a digital display here, which is quite a neat touch. But it is, like I say, it's a smaller unit in general. From reading a lot of the reviews, not brilliant in terms of build quality. So quite a lot of people have said it doesn't feel particularly well built. There have been problems with it cycling, stopping mid cycle, which you can get with a little robot as well. It also only has, so one of the other cons was on the little robot you can adjust the timer, so when it will actually start to cycle. I think it's 3 minutes, 7 minutes, and maybe 12 minutes. With this one, it's set automatically to 3 minutes, and that can't be changed, which is a little bit disappointing because when I've trialled on the little robot myself, 3 minutes is a little bit short for the litter to properly clump. What you find is if it cycles too soon, the clumping litter doesn't form properly, and it just breaks up, and it makes a mess really. The other cons, I suppose, is it's an unproven, it's unproven tech. From doing a little bit of research, all this is essentially a white label product ordered from China. So the Leo's Loo branding is it's something that's white labeled, so it's put onto the product essentially, and then the brought in from China. Nothing wrong with that as a business model, if there's a lot of businesses do that. But again, for me, if I'm spending this sort of money, I wouldn't really want to be putting, $400 into something like this. Just going back to a couple of the pros for it as well. So the minimum weight for a cat apparently is £2 for the sensor to work, which is, that's a bonus. That's a little bit less than the little robot's £5, just as a comparison. So like I say, that's the Leo's Loo, just an overview of it there. Personally, I think it's overpriced. I think they've missed a trick really. The little robot frees probably 5 or 6 year old technology, and there's quite a lot of things that need improving on that. So it would have been good for this company to look at the little robot, find out its shortcomings, and then try to improve it. Where looking at what I see here it's just basically as close of a clone that they could get away with. Obviously a little bit smaller, and a few little different bits. But if it was me personally, I would be giving this a miss. I wouldn't be spending $400 on it. And that gets us on to another litter box, which is recent as well, maybe about 12 months old, which is the Lavibot S, as it's named. So with the Lavibot S, so just to give you some overview of it basically, so it's marketed as not needing to be cleaned every for up to 3 weeks apparently, but when I've done some research on it, quite a lot of people are saying that's not true, and you need to clean it every sort of 4 or 5 days for it to work correctly. The first thing that struck me when I saw this unit is it's a really big unit. That's one of my criticisms of the little robot, is the size of it. And I know it's a bit of an halfway house between getting something the right size so your cat can fit in and doesn't feel claustrophobic, and then having something that's too bulky and ugly to have around your house. So this has been designed in sort of, it almost looks like a mini dishwasher stroke washing machine. So whether it's geared around, putting in a utility room, as a lot of people keep, I keep my little robot in our utility room. It looks, it's different looking, it looks a little bit more modern. Arguably, you could say it possibly looks a little bit better than a little robot, but again, that's subjective. So the first thing that struck me when I saw this, and I had to do a double take, was the price, $900. And then if I was to buy that from the UK, it will be, I think it's about £900 as well. Well, £884, which is, it's just obscene for a little box. I'm all for these automatic litter boxes coming down in price. I mean, I'm quite open about it. I'm an affiliate for the litter robot, so if somebody buys through my link, I get a small commission. So obviously, I earn. The more the price is, generally speaking, you'd earn a little bit more commission. It's not a lot you earn, but I should be in favour of selling a more high ticket item. But as a user of the products, I just don't feel they're worth the money, to be quite honest with you. They're certainly not $900. So the price is a big negative for me with this product. Again, the quality. I believe this is made in Korea. And again, there's been some question marks over the quality of the product. Apparently, some people saying the door is not very sturdy on it. I think that's the door at the top that you open to put the litter in. I believe there's a door at the side as well, where you have access to full. So you've got the door here. It's on like the left hand side there. So quite a few people have said the quality of the door, it doesn't fit very well and things like that. So again, you expect more when you pay $900 for a litter box. You expect a premium product. So some of the pros, I know I'm bouncing between the pros and cons a little bit here, but some of the pros, it apparently automatically tops the litter up, so you can fill it up with litter, and then once it sifts the waste out, it will then top the litter back up, which is quite a nice feature. It's quite unique. The litter robot doesn't do that. You need to manually top the litter up. As I say, it's claimed to stay clean for 3 weeks, but a lot of the reviews I saw said even with one cat, after 7 days, you're needing to clean it out due to the odours, and also the rake. So this works in a similar way to how the PetSafe Scoop Free and the Littermaid work. So there's essentially a rake that goes across. See if I can get a picture of it here. Yeah, so there's a rake there that goes across, and it basically rakes across the clumps of litter, which is all well and good when it works, but as I experienced with the Scoop Free, if your cat happen to have diarrhea or anything like that, it can get really messy, to be fair, with this sort of system. So again, maybe not the best system for sort of scooping the litter out. So the cons for me, the first one would be the price. If me personally, I would not be spending $900 on a litter box automatic. It's just far too much money. The other thing that I've read and seen from quite a few reviews is it is enclosed. I know you've got a small opening in here, and then the cat's getting inside. It's like an enclosed den as such. The litter robot and even the Leo's loo have a slightly bigger opening, so it's a little bit more open. So I did read a few reviews of people saying that some cats didn't like actually getting into this one. But there's a lot that I do like about it, to be fair. I like that it's something a little bit different, and it's not just like the Leo's loo, just a cookie cutter sort of litter robot imitation, essentially. They've looked at something a little bit different. I like the way it tops up the litter, but I feel the price point's the killer on this one, personally. If it was similar price to the litter robot, I'd be interested in trying it out, and comparing it to the litter robot, and trying to get a review on that. I may even reach out to the company and see if they'd send me one temporarily for review purposes. We'll have to see how that goes. But for me, the killer's the price. I don't know where they're getting these price points from. When you look at the materials, I mean, even with the litter robot, it's fairly low quality bits of plastic with an electric motor in there and a small circuit board with some electronics. It's not, I've mentioned this many times, they're not worth the money when you look at it from a manufacturing point of view. It must cost nowhere near maybe a tenth of the price to manufacture these products. So I think for me, an automatic litter box should be maybe $300 maximum. Once you start getting to 4, 5, 6, and as we've seen here with the Lavibot S, $900. For me, you're just pricing yourself out of the market. And of course, they will get sales. There's 31 reviews on here. People will buy it. But it's an expensive luxury to have when most people just buy a normal manual litter box. So if you're looking at the market and you're trying to get people off your manual litter box, you need to be more competitive with the price. And that's something that PetSafe have done well with the Scoop Free. So the initial price to purchase a product, I think it's around $130. But you then have the added cost of the trays, which are soon add up. They're about $30 a month. So the ongoing costs of that one are very high. With these sort of litter boxes, the ongoing costs are generally just the litter. You've got like a charcoal filter on this one as well. Something quite a few people did comment on this and say they said the app on it was quite good. So most of the litter boxes now come with an intuitive app where you can monitor sort of how often your cat uses the litter, and you can adjust some of the controls remotely. It's nothing new really, and I'd say it's probably to be expected now if you're buying a litter box. So for me, although I like the Lavibot S, I like the concept of it. Again, I just feel it doesn't really cut it with the price and the quality for me. So if I was buying an automatic litter box in 2022, it would be neither of these two. And that gets me onto the Litter Robot Free Connect. I'm not biased. I do own the product. As I say, I'm an affiliate, but I could quite easily promote these products as well as an affiliate if I wanted to, and try and steer people into buying maybe the Lavibot S. I'd probably get more commission from doing that than I would promoting the Litter Robot Free. But for me, it's not about that. It's not about making money off people. It's about recommending the right products to people. And that's always been my ethos on my website and my channel. If I don't like a product and I don't feel it's a good product, I'll tell you about that. I'm not bothered what manufacturers think of reviews. I'll just say it as it is, really. And the thing with the Litter Robot Connect, I've done many videos. There's lots on my channel. I'll link to one above comparing to the PetSafe Scoop Free. So I'll leave a card above now for that. Like I say, I've had it for about 4 years. It's not perfect, but for me, out of the other options out there, if I was buying an automatic litter box in 2022, I would buy the Litter Robot Free Connect. So the reason for that is it's proven. If you go onto the Litter Robot site, they've sold over 700,000 happy users. So that's an awful lot of litter robots that the company have sold. It's proven. It's got good feedback. 4.4 out of 5 stars, and that's 11,424 reviews on there. So they're doing something right. The customer service is good. Whenever I've had any issues with the unit cycling or cycling issues, I've managed to just get through to them no problem, and I've always found them to be quite helpful. For me, it's still got the best sifting design. So where the globe on the litter robot, the globe turns as such, and then it sifts the litter that way, as opposed to sort of having a rake go through. So that's why if you set the litter robot at sorry, it's 3, 7 and 15 minute delay, you know, for the timer I mentioned. I think I said 12 minutes before. So yeah, so you got a 15 minute delay. I set mine for 7 minutes, which allows the litter to clump up nicely, and then that just dumps the clumps then into the waste drawer. So one of my big concerns with this product has always been the odor control. So it's not the best. You get a carbon filter which is located at the bottom of the drawer, which is okay, but it's not amazing. I've recently done a video, well I did it the other day actually, talking about putting a deodorizer in the litter drawer, and so far I've been trialing this for a few months and it's really reduced the odour massively. So again, I'll leave a link to that in one of the cards above the video, but if you've got the litter robot, you're thinking of buying it, really useful. Again, similar to some of the other litter boxes, it's bulky, relatively noisy, and obviously expensive. You know, there's no doubt about it. There's no point beating around the bush. You know, $550 is it's out of most cat owners' budget for a litter box, and this is what I say. How I feel a lot of the companies are almost pricing themselves out of the market. So, you've got to think to yourself how many pet owners there is in the world, and I don't know the figures, but how many cat owners who have litter boxes, for instance. You know, if this product was, even the litter robot, if that was £225, dollars, pounds, whatever, it'd be more affordable and it'd tempt more people. And, you know, a company of the size of Litter Robot, the amount they produce, they could still make a good profit margin on that. There's no way the costs to produce this now are anywhere near that. So that's my thoughts, but obviously I'm not a manufacturer, so that's probably not going to happen. So we are where we are with them. But as I say, for me, 2021, the Litter Robot 3 Connect, it'd be the one I'd go to. It's the little box I use. I've tested most of them on the market. I've not tested these two, but I will try and get hold of them for a test, and just, you know, I'll compare them all side by side. That's what I normally do. I did it with a PetSafe Scoop 3. I've compared the Litter Robot Connect to the normal Litter Robot, and I'll just run them, you know, and if I do find one of them to be better, I'd happily say. But from reading the feedback and, you know, looking at the information, for me it would still be the Litter Robot 3 Connect. So if you are looking to purchase the Litter Robot, as I mentioned earlier, I'm an affiliate, and I can get a discount of $25. Bit of a shameless plug here, but, you know, if you want to use the link, I'll leave a link to it below this video, and you'll get $25 off your Litter Robot. I do get a small commission for that. Just to be upfront. If you don't want to use the link, absolutely fine. And let me know your thoughts. You know, if anyone watching this video does have experiences of using the other two litter boxes in this video, or any other litter box for that matter, and you find it, you know, to be a good alternative to Litter Robot, let me know, and I'm open to, you know, doing a video on that. But I'm conscious of time now, getting on to 23 minutes. So thanks for taking the time to view this video. If you've got through to the end, I appreciate it. And like I say, I'll leave a link below to a discount for the Litter Robot 3 if you're interested in that unit. Bye bye for now.